catch some dinner. He hadn't eaten in a while, he was getting thinner. He finally got a catch, he could hardly wait. He didn't grab the silverware or his dinner plate. He quickly ran across the web, eager to take a bite. When he saw the butterfly, he lost his appetite. How could this be possible? Something ain't right. Trey felt like he was dreaming, it was love at first sight. He tried to calm her down. I'm gonna let you down. The butterfly was crying, she didn't hear a sound. Don't struggle so, the web is really sticky. Just relax, I'll get you out in a jiffy. Don't be afraid, I wanna be your friend. The butterfly was terrified and couldn't comprehend. At last Trey set her free and tried to get her name. She flew away in tears, Trey stood there feeling strange. A spider and a butterfly, what a sight to see. Trey's heart was broke, cause they could never be. Could they ever be? Would they ever be? Do they have a destiny? Well, let's see. In the trees behind the leaves, Trey would watch her fly. He dared not let her see him out of fear that she would cry. How she flew so gracefully, floating like a feather. There must be a way for us to be together. Trey observed the butterfly every day for hours. He knew when she would come and go and all her favorite flowers. Trey came up with a plan, a way to get her name, so she would not be terrified and fly away again. The sun went down, Trey prepared for hours. He went to the garden and found the sweetest flowers. He took off the petals and used his web as string. He fashioned all the petals into butterfly wings. Used extra web and stuck the wings on tight. He made blue antenna and worked throughout the night. The butterfly flew by at 7:20. Trey tried to float, but it looked kinda funny. Trey was looking dapper, plus he had a fragrant smell. The butterfly flew up to him, the plan was working well.
Hi, my name is Lovely, can we talk for a while?
Trey was so elated he could not contain his smile.
Time flew by so quickly, Trey didn't want the day to end. It was time for Lovely to go home, but she promised to return again. As Lovely started flying home, a wind came whirling by. It blew her into a spider's web. She thought she'd surely die.
Trey scurried to save Lovely before it was too late. He climbed up the spider's web and yelled out, "Wait!" The other spider was happy to catch two butterflies, but one was not stuck, that took him by surprise. How could this be possible? You're not stuck at all. Plus, for a butterfly, you are very tall. Let my friend go or we're gonna have to fight.
Trey, save yourself, don't also lose your life.
The spider looked at Trey and coldly scoffed. Trey won the fight, but his wings fell off.
He went up to Lovely to sadly set her free. At least he knew her name, though they could never be. Lovely saw that Trey was actually a spider. She recalled when they first met, as he stood beside her. "You are my hero." Her tears turned to laughter. Trey and Lovely lived happily ever after.